Hey everybody, I'm Anthony,
I'm sick.
and this is the Dynamic Review. Every Friday, we bring you our top 3 comics that comics that have come out this week, give you a review, tell you about them, and then that's usually it. But so let's get to it. This week is kind of different. Comics came out. Issue 1 comics came out. We just weren't really feeling it.
Yeah, it took all I could to even get through Batman because I'm just not feeling.
It took all I could to get here. Because it's definitely the dynamic buzz.
Yeah, shut up. Alright, yeah, so yeah, I read a couple of new Marvel comics, Uncanny, X-Men, Secret Avengers. I even tried to read Katana and gave up on it on 2 pages, but really, we're just here today to talk about Batman 17.
Yeah, I read Bravest Warriors number 5, Secret Avengers number 1, Walking Dead 107, The Rise of the Governor number 1, and it all came down to Batman. So today is dedicated to Batman 17.
And what do you think of it?
I know we're going to differ. I thought it was really good. I thought it was great, actually. I enjoyed the art of it. I enjoyed the build-up of it. I enjoyed the little shockers, page 4 and 6, and you're just blown away. I enjoyed that. I thought it was fun. The middle left a little bit to desire, but I thought the ending, the last 2 pages, I just thought were really deep and well thought out. How about you?
Well, we both read at the same time, and I actually got done a little bit before you, and I was just completely silent. I wasn't mad about it. I wasn't really happy about it. I was just, content, And it was a really good story. It was a good ending and everything. I liked it a lot. It was just that for me. It wasn't, it wasn't nothing, Like, it was something, but I don't know. It's just kind of hard to explain. This is like one of the first comics that just kind of got me kind of speechless. I don't know what to think of it, but it was a good story. The ending for me, about kind of where the different comics are going to go now from what's happened here, is what I'm more interested in. I'm more interested in what's going to happen to the Bat family.
The post.
Yeah, after this. Not really of what's happened to the relationship between Joker and Batman now, but, I was all kind of about how this all affected the family ever, since starting to read this. And, it was a really, really good comic. And, as much as I was sick when I was reading it, I just, sucked it up and read a good comic.
Yeah. I mean, just a little history. Last night, or 2 nights ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 nights ago, we went to Superfly in Yellow Springs, Ohio, and we picked up our, issue 17. And the anticipation of waiting through, classes and then finally getting our comics, we decided that we were nothing else mattered. We were reading the entire way back in the car. So we had a friend of ours drive us back to Wilmington, and we read. We're gonna censor that part out. And and we just sat there and read the entire time. And there'd be points where you'd gasp or I'd gasp, and I don't know. It was just fun, and I think that's what comic books should be. Is when you open up the pages and you're and it's a comic book, it's not a movie, so you still jumped, and I thought that was really cool. I felt like Scott Snyder, he told a good story. He told a story that was open enough, that had an open ending enough that there could be something to build onto it. And I think that's what every good writer should have and do.
Yeah, and not only was the writing great, the illustration by Greg Capullo was amazing. He's illustrating a great story, and just the images that you see through this one and throughout all the Batmans of the Death of the Family have been extraordinary. Just downright creepy in some stuff, and then just great, and really loved it.
Yeah, and he's also fun to follow on Twitter because he would release, not full pages mostly, I guess he did in the last one, but he'd little pieces or little panels just to get your mouth watering, and I thought that was really cool. Overall, I felt like it was a great event to follow, and I felt, especially after Night of the Owls, and you were like, what did happen next? This happened, so now I can't wait to see where the Batman events go, because so far it's been the best events that DC has had lately.
Yeah, and how this ends is just gonna be, it's gonna draw people to buy. Of course, I'm gonna have to buy the new Teen Titans. I'm gonna have to buy the Red Hood and the Outlaws, the next stories, because I'm interested to see where they take these characters. When before the Death of the Family, I was not interested in them at all because they were very terrible books. But now, DC's done a good job on their comics. So
yeah. Well, I mean, without giving too many spoiler alerts, just because that's not what this episode's for.
yeah.
Next Wednesday, we will have an episode dedicated to the entire Death of the Family.
Yeah, we'll
Here,
be
I'll do it this
taking.
way. Death of the Family.
Yeah, we will be taking every single title that dealt with it, breaking it down, each character, just anything that, I don't know, just everything about the Death Family. We're going to be talking about it, and this video is going to be releasing on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for that.
But for this episode, we're just going to give you the quick rating. So, Death of the Family, Batman, issue 17. The conclusion to Death of the Family. What would you give it?
Just give it a 5 out of 5. I know I wasn't just crazy about it or upset about it, but it was still a great story and a great ending to the series.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, I'd give Batman issue 17, conclusion to Death of the Family, a definite 5 out of 5. If I could even go as far to say 6 out of 5, just because I thought it was that good. It kind of gave you a little bit of something that might happen later on this year. Who knows with whatever Scott Snyder's thinking. But yeah, definitely a 5 out of 5, sorry. I want to say a 6 out of 5. But I'm definitely going to put an extra star there. But yeah, I thought it was great, and I thought the art was great. I thought the symbolism that was in this book was amazing. Yeah.
That's practically it. I don't know. Hopefully next week will be a little bit better for me with my health.
Yeah.
But so make sure to tune in to us on Tuesday when we just have another episode of the Dynamic Buzz, and then Wednesday, like we said, for the Death of the Family recap, and then on Friday
for our next review of next week, which is going to be huge.
Yeah, there's so many comics coming out. I was just looking at them today, and I'm just like, there's going to be a hole in my wallet of this money that I'm going to be using on this, and
it's going to be rough.
It's going to be hard to it's going to be hard to pick a top 3, but
Such to be a college student. Hashtag.
But yeah, that's practically all. Sorry it wasn't longer than what it usually is, but Batman 17 is all we can really talk about this week because it was just extraordinary. So
So, but like usual, follow us on Facebook, like us on Twitter,
visit our site.
Yeah, visit our site. It's Dynamic Buzz.